กับประเทศไทยเงียบสนิท
Sorry. Early dilemma, huh? Let me see. Are we good? Well, I'm out here. Good morning. Morning. It's still morning here. What I'm out here for is to roast my garlic because I have so much. I went to California last month. Hello to all of you too. I went to California last month and I brought back a lot of garlic. I think about 10, 15 pounds of garlic. So I decided to clean it up, and I I blend this with the blender. That way I don't have to chop. So because I have so much, can't do much save for roast it in oil so that I can have it for cooking for the rest of the year. This beautiful sun is in my eyes right now. I can't move this thing, it's too big. So let me do one thing before I start. Let me elevate my TikTok. Sorry. I thought I got it, but let me see if I get it. Always issue with my technical issue, huh? Shoot. All right, let it stay that way. Are we good? All right, are we good? Are we good? Oh shoot, goodness. Hey, hello to all of you. Hey, ជំរាបសួរ សប្បាយดี สวัสดีค่ะ And so I would need I got oil, I got garlic, crushed garlic. Let me get a towel so that way I won't burn myself. So I have with me, I already turned on the gas. So I'm using the wide pan so that way it will, it's a better purpose. It's flat, it's big, it's deep. So I'm gonna go ahead and do about 6-7 cup. This is also a way to I think this is 1 gallon, um, to create the garlic oil. Okay, once we roast this, the oil we can use that for garlic oil. So garlic oils would be good for all cookings, for soup, for salad, um, for roasting, for stir fry, what have you. Okay. For the roasted garlic, I would collect it and put in this dry jar here, and it does not need to be kept in the fridge, okay, because it's already dry product. It's been processed in oil. Oh my goodness, I need a hat. What do you think? Let me get a hat. I'm sorry. Better. I need glasses too, but I don't want to look too cool today. Okay, so I think let me sample it if it's ready to go. Okay, so I have here about, I don't know, maybe 5-6 pound worth of garlic. This is already I used the blender to blend it, so it's perfect size. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, it's ready to go. I'm not gonna do a whole lot because this garlic here has oil. If I put too much, it'll get sticky. And so it's a tricky way to roast peanut, roast garlic. Yeah. So the idea is to already peel your garlic. It was a lot of hard work. I have about this much in the freezer, so probably about 10 pounds of fresh garlic. It's in the freezer. I'm keeping it. You know how expensive garlic are. You know, like a little head like this, like $1.99. I'm like, if I'm in California, I would grow a whole bunch of that. I don't have to buy any. But sick and sad, we have to buy everything here in this state here. So I have something that I'm gonna drain with. Okay, so I'm gonna trap all my roasted garlic here and transfer the oil back into the pan with this pot here. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reuse the oil until it's good. Okay, so the reason I'm doing out here because it saved the house. If I'm gonna roast this much of garlic or more, I still have more. I still have a whole basket of fresh unpeeled garlic. When I went to California for my brother's funerals, so you know a lot of community members and families were at the funerals. So they brought the garlic for us. They know how desperate we are in the state of Nevada is as far as getting produce. Okay, so I didn't resist the gift. I was glad that I was able to uh, get free garlic, knowing that how expensive garlics are and knowing that how much garlic I need for my cooking. So I didn't hesitate. I brought like big bag like this, you know, maybe 25 pounds worth of. And my daughter and I, we spent a couple nights smashing, removing the rinds, And so I had with me like big bag of a big bag of frozen bag in the freezer. That way I will have it for the rest of the season. Plus, because there's a lot of garlic, as you know that I use a lot of garlic in my cooking because garlic is like the most essential part of the herbs that we need in all Asian cooking because we use garlic like almost on everything. So once the garlic is roasted, it's so easy. That way I don't have to chop, I don't have to smash, I don't have to dice, I don't have to like, do that constant pounding. Um, if I need it for stir fry, I have it ready. Hey, CC, you love garlic, girl? Would you like me to send you some? You know what? I am about to like fill up the 5-bedroom house with the garlic. It stick to your hair, your skin. You eat it, you stick into your breath too. But then, as you know, that garlic has a lot of what do you call it, medicinal value. So I believe that it helps lower the cholesterol and what else? I mean, in Asian cuisine, you know that garlic it's like very essential. I cannot even cook without garlic. So I was so pleased that when I get free garlic, I'm like, yes, thank you, thank you. I wasn't hesitant at all. I mean, I'll take I took as many. Why did it my family and friend in California have so much garlic? Well, let me tell you how they gather them. Okay, so love to see you, CC. Oh, he hate garlic. And that's why I'm doing it outside the house. I don't want to like risking smelling the garlic the past 7 days. Sometimes it's so difficult to get rid of garlic smell, even just one cooking episode. I mean, my neighbor gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, what is Vanna doing again?" I mean, hey, the least thing my neighbors still do for me is that they haven't moved away because there's the things about when Asian people move next door, people scared of us and they want to move away. Well, only one person moved away, but I think he's Hawaiian descent or Tongan descent, not because of us, because they have to move or they were moving away. Anyway, so knowing that garlic is so expensive and it costs a whole lot for my cooking because I use a whole lot for it. So I'm grateful for that. I have plenty in the freezer. Now I'm gonna process it during the roasting. I will have the garlic oil. I will have the roasted garlic. So therefore, this process here, I have two benefits. Okay, the roasted oil, the roasted garlic oil, and the roasted garlic itself. So I can use both of these both of these spice for my cooking. I'm trying to avoid the sun. Anyway, so today is kind of nice and breezy, but the heat is getting escalating. So it's hot. I'm out here making my oh, you do? You're making your beef bulgogi? Interesting. I never heard of that before. Explain to me. I must be ignorant, but tell me a little bit about it, Cece, so that I have a better understanding. I know the name sound interesting. It must be one of those family heirlooms um, that you're gonna be cooking for your sweetheart, huh? I know a lot of Cambodian cooking. You can't pronounce the name neither. They're all strange. They're all different, but I haven't. I forgot to return the call. She called me a few times. I hope it's not emergency. Um, so he go the so actually this I don't know if you can see it, but this is the texture that I'm looking to. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it, the oil. already because if I leave it too long, it'll burn, and then nothing uh, pleasant about burnt garlic. Okay, there you go. So we're gonna reuse the oil over and over again until we're done with the roasting. Let me see. I will need another towel to clean. My goodness, there's a rush with the fly. Yeah. I will need another towel to clean off my pan. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me a second, please. Sorry about that. Cause I don't want hang about garlic because it's gonna be burnt for the next round. Good to go. So there we go. We separate the garlic. Nice. You'll be posting online, or maybe send me your um your cooking instructions so I can add for you. Anyway, that sounds delicious. Yesterday, I made pupusa. I still have a lot of I still have a lot of fillings that I need to process to cook. When you hear the wind, this this aroma of garlic will carry miles. That's our second round. Okay, so we have a little bit more to go. So oh, so you just do it like you do with lasagna. You just overlay, different layer, and then you bake it, or you boil it, or steam it. The first time, oh, it is okay. It's it's Korean dish, veggie and beef. Okay. You know, I love the kimchi. I know how to make kimchi, but I haven't made one for the shows. I make Cambodian kimchi also. So I'm so quiet with TikTok people. Well, talking to me, talk to me, send me some heart. I love that. I'll send you guys heart. How about that? Yeah, I know. I'm roasting the garlic today because I have a whole bunch. I was gonna finish telling the story about how people gotten all this garlic, right? So if you may not know that California is an agriculture community, so there are farmers that grow everything from garlic down to raise honey or bees for honey because they be having all those blossoms, cherry blossom, um, nut blossom, all kind of blossoms. So those fruit require bees to help pollinate their the crops. So you got to love the bees because bee function is more than um, just insect. The purpose is to help pollinate, to help replenish the earth with all kind of fruits. Okay, if any fruit tree that is not being pollinated, the pollens will not work, will not be activated with called Gemini's, well, because there's male and female. So the function of the bee is to carry the female pollen, the boy pollen, and then she carried with her little feet, in a little pocket in her feet. She collected as she collect the nectar. She also connect the pollen, so she go from one flower to the next flower. While she does that, her feet is busy, like connecting all this pollen. Talking like I know about bees, but I understand a little concept about bees, why God put them on earth. Okay, so they are not like wasps, wasps. I don't know what the wasp functions are. I don't know if they pollinate or anything like that at all. Okay, but I know that bee pollinate um, our, our crops. It helps replenish the plant. So we have to give extra love. They said that the whole entire life of bee, they collect about 1/4 of teaspoon. It's like a big drop. Yeah. I mean, the whole entire life she be traveling like hundreds of miles, try to collect the little sweetness, the little sugar from the flowers. Like here, I have lemon tree here behind me, right here. So so many flowers come out, and I used to have peach tree. They used to come out and collect nectars, and now my peach tree died, but I still have my orange tree, my lime tree, my lemon tree. So lemon tree had abundance of blossom. So the bee, they happy. They be coming day and night, and not just the bees, the hummingbird also. The hummingbird will come out and connect because hummingbird feast on nectar, feast on the natural sugar from the flowers. They don't build honey like bee does, but but a lot of bees, different kind of beetles, or even the butterfly does not create honey, but I think butterfly plays some sort of role to help pollinate a crop also, besides laying her little worm, eat up all the young leaves, and not to mention I experienced some of that in my garden. Okay? So to go back to how the garlic came about, so after the farmer collect their standard size of garlic would be about that big, where they had machine that harvest the garlic. So in order to put in the market, the garlic have to reach certain size to put in the market. And then a little one like that, it does not it it does not meet the standard size. So it just being thrown out from the machine. So the farmer had no time to collect those little garlic. So what the Cambodian people do is that they would go to the farm and they collect it by hand. They be collecting a whole bunch. So when they had a whole bunch, they were able to share like they do now. So that's what they do. They brought over to donate to the funeral. So it's so much, and then because some of those are my clients, some of those are my family, former clients. So once they know I'm in Stockton, they always want me to bring back. So I bring back like 30, 40 plants. And I just repot the other week. I still have them back there. Okay, it's been like it's doing okay. Um, if it lived through this winter, it'll be good. Okay, but the challenge of it is that I just potted Last month is not a month yet. So even live through this winter, I will have to cover it and put in the shelter so that way they will be able to combat um, the cold elements. So once the people collect all the garlic, some of them will get like big bag, big basket, like so plenty. Because if you have acres of garlics that are being disposed by the farmers, um, but they're not, restricted to people who coming in and have some of the garlic. I mean, that's very nice. You know what I mean? I remember the time where the straw mushrooms was growing in some of the field. I went with my neighbor and collect straw mushrooms, and we went into their land. They didn't come up with guns. They didn't drive us away. They don't care, because it's not the crop. Okay, those the area that mushroom cultivated by nature. Um, After they harvest their crops or the wheat or the rice and the remain straw and husk with the moisture in the air, and it creates fungus. It grow delicious mushroom, wild mushroom. Okay, and some of those old people, they know what kind of mushroom is edible, so which mushrooms are not edible. So I don't have not much knowledge about which mushroom is edible, which is not. So, so I'm gonna go ahead and empty the one that we have earlier into this bowl here, so that I will be able to use my receiver for this next trip here. Remember that we don't want to roast it too long or too browny, because it will have like weird smell to it. Instead of being smell roasty, it will have that fungus kind of smell, too strong, or had bitter taste to it. So I have to give thank to California farmers for sharing their crops. The um, the abandon of their crop. We're gonna put it back. See, we just recycle the oil. We're gonna cook until the oil will absorb enough um enough garlic oil. Mhm. Because every time when garlic is being roasted, it release the oil. Okay, with this oil here, it's gonna make with the garlic oil here plus this cooking oil here together, they will form like a beautiful partnership with nice smell, nice aroma. So to roast the garlic, if you have a lot of garlic, make sure that you use plenty of oil. If you don't use enough oil, enough cooking oil, it'll get sticky, because garlic has its own natural oil. So once it really releases the oil, it has the little um, a little gummy, call it a little sticky oil. So it's not like regular oil, garlic oil. It's a little sticky if it's not roasted completely. Okay. So here I have my beautiful roasted garlic. Surely it'll be good for all cooking. Okay, so I'm glad that we have this, because all the Asian cooking require a lot of garlic. Oh goodness, fly is terrible here. But why garlic? I mean, it's nothing to enjoy but roasted garlic fry. Go away. Oh, there you go. See how beautiful these are. Look at that. So that's the thing right here. So this will last a while. Okay, last a while. Um, just the shell. The shell is crunchy. I can leave it if I like, but I'm gonna get too much tan on here. I can feel it on my skin. So the good thing about this grill here, it has three capacity. Okay, it has this stove here, it has gas grill, it has also the charcoal grill. So it had three functions. I like the charcoal grill, though it required to start the charcoal and stuff like that. But I some prefer gas grill. You know, it's preference. Whichever easy. Gas grill is easy. You don't have to start the charcoal. If you know how to start charcoal, then you won't have issue. But but I always asking my kid to start the charcoal because I want to teach them the basic skill, you know, of of learning to survive. If we don't have electricity in the house, we certainly can cook out here with, we have firewoods, we have dead tree in the backyards, and we chopped it up, and I have a lot of firewood on the side of the house. I saved them. Um, you know, I mean, it's what do you call it? It's called self-reliance. You know, when you have your own home, or even you have a rental, you know, if it's a dead trees and somebody chopped down the tree, get some of the log, you know, the cut log. We have a few cut log. We have a big one like that that my kid got it from California. She brought it in. That thing weight like 300-400 pounds. I don't know how they got it up onto the sprinter, and oh boy, I think I have I have some crazy kids. I mean, they're so daring. I'm like, okay, 400, at least 400 pounds. The log over there is like this big, this big. That, that. Over there by the rabbit hole. So I'm grateful for my friend and family who donated their garlic. That's what I need for my cooking. I don't have to worry about buying all this garlic. I know, right? Well, it's not a birch. I don't know what kind of tree it is. I'm not good with identifying the plants, but I just use it for for fueling, for heating when I'm outside with the kids. But then you also can burn up the wood until it turns charcoal, until it turn into briquette, and then you can cook as long the tree dissolve, not dissolve, as long the tree become charcoalized. Is that new word or no word? Become charcoals, and you can use to cook it. I think if it's poisonous or if it's no good, once it burned down to ash until it turned into charcoal, then I think we're good. So in Cambodia, we I know how to make briquette from tree because um, back home we don't have gas stove like this. We don't even have portable gas stove. We use firewood. We use briquette and homemade briquette. We don't have. Well, there's some people who do sell charcoal. They made charcoal for sale for living. And when I was in Thailand before I went to the camp, we we make charcoal for sale. You know, the the thing about charcoal is that some tree it had that natural spark. You know, once you lit it up and it like just like firework. It sparked so crazily. You had the fire sparkle all over. There's certain trees are like that. I can't remember which tree it was. I remember some of the bouquet that we bought here that they had similar issue. It sparked like just like firework, not like boom, like just like semi-automatic firing. It's not like not friendly at all. Mm. So until all the spark burn out, and then it's safe to cook with. So when the spark happen, I'm not near that thing because that thing is so unfriendly. It can burn, especially it land your hair and skin and eyes. No, 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 none of that. So I constantly stirring it because if you let it idling and sitting on the bottom, it'll burn. Okay, because I already feel like the oil is already reached the bottom of the pan already. Because like I said, garlic has this sticky oil, okay? Sticky sap, the natural occurrence in the garlic. Because we're roasting, this is third round, so I think I have one more round and we should be done. Um, so then I will have enough garlic, roasted garlic, and the roast and the garlic oil for a while, for a good while. And then I was saying earlier that a lot of Asian cooking required the smell, the aroma of garlic. Why? It started from the very beginning, just like making pizza without the tomato sauce. It is that necessary to have it. It's just like eating fry without ketchup. So um, garlic, it played that major part in the Asian cuisine, in Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnam, Thai, Laos, any country. The French and the Italian, especially, they use a lot of garlic in their cooking too. You know what I mean? So and yeah, people said that garlic is good to keep vampire away. Um, that's kind of folklore story, and it's perfectly said. I mean, just make a necklace out of garlic. It will be cool. So you see that it's translucent very well because the oil's already been processed and it's already boiling, so it didn't take too long to do this. So like I said, use plenty of oil when you roasted your garlic. You can do probably air fry it also. Make sure that if you use air fryer, use low first and probably spray with cooking oil just to keep them from sticking together, because it'll stick together because this garlic here is sticky. All right, so I think here's our third round. Yes, we are doing so good. I'm annoyed by flies. I'm not even cooking meat. Better go hiding because winter is coming. See, I already have some stickiness on the bottom of the pan already because garlic does have its own sap. Okay. So I think the bottom will last until we finish the next round. Okay. See? It's a little rusted with sap. But I think it'll last until our next round. Okay. The oil is still looking pretty new. Okay. Look at that. It doesn't turn brown at all. It's still looking pretty good. I'm impressed. So what I do with the oil is that basically I don't have to drain it, but because I have to reuse the oil, because if I use too much, I don't want to use too much oil for this purpose, and that's why I'm draining it and reusing it. It's good for two purposes, like I said, to roast the garlic and to attain the garlic oil. And the garlic oil is with 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 bread. That sounds all amazing. Okay, let me see. I'll try to do all of this so that way we can finish it up. And our precious resource. That's why we have to thank God for the farmer, for the knowledge of growing fruits. Hopefully that they will use all the natural ingredients. Mm. So I'm doing right now to keep stirring it so that way it does not sit on the bottom, because it's already sticky on the bottom. If I don't stir, it will sit and be sticky. Because I have more on this round here. So look at that. We awesome. Okay, when I'm done with this, when it cool down, to put in the container, preferably the glass container. I'll tell you what, the glass container will 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 help preserve the freshness of the garlic, and then we can add oil onto it also. Okay, so that way um, it will. Well, I can keep it dry as this. Okay, or I can add oil to it. It depends. I think it's I may not have to even put oil on it, because look like it's looking so good already without oil. Look at that. Beautiful. And it smells so good. My neighbor hasn't come out and yelled at me yet. I have great neighbor on this side. Um, the James and his wife are nice people. The son, James Jr., he was our first neighbor, but then he passed away a couple years ago. So he was a good person, such a great person. He welcomed us here because he said that this big house here, it fit for big family. I think I said that before. So I think I said that when my grandkid kicked the soccer ball over on this side, he always retrieved it. He always retrieved the ball. My other neighbor, they retired people. They're not always home. I think every time my grandkid have to go knock on the door and ask to retrieve the balls. So now I told my grandkids not to bother them too much. You know, I mean, I know how American people sometimes they want to be private. You know, um, being private is like their priority. They want their peace of mind. They do not want to be bothered by dog, by cat, by neighbors, by children playing too loud. You know, I understand all that. You know what I mean? But my cooking out here with this garlic right here, it'll bother them too, but so far so good. No one's yelling at me. But I've been doing cooking out here. James enjoyed it. I have not invited him over for the Cambodian food yet. Since his son is gone, the family still mourning. I'm still mourning for my brother. Last night, I was doing, I have to load up my photos and video from Google Drive, Google Photos, because it's giving me a hard time about wanting me to buy um, extra space. They suspend my emails and everything. So they told me that, well, you know, I have to delete so many photos, so many videos in order for me to retrieve my email. So I've been doing that last night. In fact, I did so long. I still have like millions more to go. Shoot, I do the external drive, use the external drive for that. So I was so I was looking at my brother button. You know, he had that button that his daughter made for us at the funeral. And all of a sudden, you know, I was overwhelmed with emotions, so I cried for a little bit. Well, I cried. I cried. See, I know we will get along. Okay, we have plan that we can share. We have food that we can share. Also, I would love to be your neighbor too. Um, yeah, because you know we get along well with food. But then you know a lot of American people they're not familiar with Asian aroma, food aroma neither. You know, I mean garlic is something that is oh you know so it smelled. They said that it was unpleasant. If you were to do survey about garlic, I think 99.9% of American people will say that they don't like garlic or they don't like the smell of garlic. But then now they learn about the medicinal value of garlic. So now the pharmaceutical made into a little tablet. Now you don't have to eat your garlic in the cooking. You can take the tablet, you know, little tablet. I'm like, okay, whatever work, you know, as long as it's controlled by pharmaceutical, American, like, yeah, it's good. You know, same thing for ginger, same thing for turmeric, something that American don't care for, you know, like coconut before. There's no coconut oil until they learn that, oh yeah, coconut oil is source of, um, great source of, what do you call it, omega 3. Right. But then Asian people have been using coconut oil from beginning of time. We don't have vegetable oil. They either use the pork oil or the lard. When they slaughtered the pig, they would, you know, they will make, uh, they make fat out of pig fat. Do the same thing, roasting like this until the pig fat uh, turn into oil, refining it. The same thing. So I know how to make pig fat oil too. So that's what we used to do back home. And now we used to use lard for cooking a lot. Now they said, well, you know, um, animal fat isn't healthy. It's not good for cholesterol. So now they either do cooking oil, canola oil, all kind of oil, peanut oil, olive oil. I can't have peanut oil because I'm allergic to it. So I can do canola. I can do mostly what I do is the olive oil and then premium no salt butter. Okay. Oh, I mute myself until people start yelling that Vanna, we can't hear you. No, oh, my bad. Sometimes I'm like into an hour of muting myself so people come on and I'm like whatever talking to herself. So remember that the little blender I have? She's so good. I mean, I used her for a second go soup like 5, 6, 10 times and then I have this beautiful texture here, you know, very beautiful. Just the right size of garlic chopping that I need for roasting. It's not big, it's not too fine, it's just right. It's just the right textures. I like that a lot. So I have to be grateful for that great for that mixer because the graters. Without it, I'll be chopping. It will take me hours or even days. Even I'm losing interest of doing. Um, so when I have the blender, go a few times, and it turned out so perfect. Look at that. Okay. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Okay, so this will last me a while because my daughter cook also, so she loved garlic in her cooking. So this will serve very well. Okay, so the thing with the garlic is that do not leave it too long. If you leave it too long because it's cooking with oil, it'll turn stale. So it'll be good for 6 months to 1 year. If you put in the fridge, you find or the freezer for the best quality. So for me, I know that I'll be using a whole lot of it for my cooking, so I'm not even worried about having too much, because too much is good for me, because you know that I cook every day, so I need garlic for every cooking. So last night I made pupusa, and it tastes so good. It's beef pupusa. Any of you have pupusa before? How about you, Sissy? Have you um, have you made pupusa? Oh yeah, it smells so good. I'm glad it's not in the house though. I'm glad that it's in the air. It's going to somewhere on the other side of the mountain. Maybe it reached Utah. You know, we only about what 4 miles away, 4 hours away from Utah. So yeah, it'll carry. The wind will carry it that way. Utah is that way, and Colorado is that way, and then Arizona that way, and California that way, for sure. Yeah, this one is a little sticky because I have a lot more than the other one I have. Okay, so on the bottom is sticky. It's sitting. Let me use the ladle. See, it had the sticky oil on it. So far, it's been friendly to me. You know, it could have bring me some, give me some hard time already with the sticky oil. That's why it's best to cook little by little, so that way the oil does not get accumulate on the bottom, to the bottom of the pan. That's why you have to, that's why I needed to, like, uh, stir it some more. Look at that. Look at the oil. This is the sticky part of the garlic, okay? Oh yeah, this is the last one here. The sun is getting warmer. I think it's about 12:06 and 12:06. What time is it over there in Thailand? Probably close to 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Thank you, Cece. You're so positive. I love you, girl. I would love to be your neighbor. We'll be good friends because you're such caring and loving person. I I learned about that about you, that you always be supportive to our channels, you know, and you were moderator for Stone Paxton also. You know, that's really kind of you, because his channel is going viral, huh? The other day he had like 7,000 people come to his online. I barely get a few hundred. I'll be like, yes. And yesterday I think he has like 300 like 130 subscriber. That's like the whole year subscription for me. He's doing so good. I'm so proud of him. And you being such a good moderator for him. You you did such an excellent job for that. Okay, so we are done with our roasting garlic. Okay, the oil smells so good. I'm surprised because the oil did not even look soy. It looked just good, just like original oil. I guess what happened with the garlic is that the oil of the garlic help neutralize it. I'm just saying. I hope I, I hope I know what I'm saying. You know, all the garlic oils on the bottom here. Yes, I'm grateful for this cooking stove too. It's such a tremendous support. That's why I told my kid that I will want like an outdoor studio, cooking studio for myself. I'm just waiting to like get a good sponsorship, you know, right now. Oh, sorry about that. It'd be nice to have sponsor. One day, one day when luck strike, you know. All right, let me clean a little bit more to get the garlic out of the pan. I could have used the non-stick. This thing will be here. Okay, so now I have to soak my pan over course, so that way I can get all the garlic oil out of it. So here we go. Our last batch of roasted. I don't know why I keep saying peanut. Roasted garlic. Okay, it smells awesome. The aroma will wake up earth and heavens. I gotta say to that. So I have about no, maybe 6-7 pounds worth of fresh garlic. Now it's being roasted, so probably reduced to about 3 pounds. Okay. Not only that, I have this incredible amount of roasted garlic for my cooking project. Okay, as you know that how expensive these garlics are. It looks so beautiful, golden brown. Okay, so this is the textures, the color that we want for our roasting peanut. Sorry, why I keep saying peanut for? I'm gonna do peanut. Stop it. Forget it. Leave it. Get it out of my head. Roasted garlic. Okay, because I used to roast peanut too. I think that's why I keep saying that. So here will last me maybe 5-6 months. If I cook every day that use a lot of garlic, it will last me 3 months, 4 months. It depends. But I still have a whole lot. I still have about probably 10 more pounds in the freezer. It was in the big bag like this that my daughter and I spend days cleaning it. Okay, deshell it. So thank you, stove, being such a great help. I have to come out and clean my stove again because when the kids cook, they don't clean after it. So it's rusted because sometimes when they use the grill, they don't cover it. And that's the thing. Okay. So here go. I have the oil, the peanut oil here. I have about probably 3-4 cups of garlic oil, and it smells awesome. So you see that it still looked pretty fresh. It didn't turn brown. It didn't turn burnt. So that was good. Okay, I'm gonna leave this towel here. Turn off my gas tank. Okay. Okay, I'm done with my roasting my garlic with oil. So today I had accomplished 2 things. Okay, I have accomplished of making. I have to move it from the sun because it's gonna get hot. So what I accomplished today is making the garlic oil and the roasted garlic for the cooking. So I'm amazed with it because it just going so quick. With the amount of time I expected it was going to be longer, but then it didn't turn that. It wasn't that long. See how long I was on here for an hour. Yes. So yesterday I made beef pupusa. It was so good. I made guacamole for the dip, and then I also made the pickles, the spinach. Oops, my bad. Not spinach. I have cabbage, carrots. What do I have in there? cucumbers, and sweet peppers. You can put bell pepper also. So with their pickles, it's similar way of making Cambodian pickle. I was amazed when I um, when I discovered that El Salvadorian made their cabbage. There's a name for it. I don't remember the name of it, but I just know that it's fermented. It just requires some vinegar, some little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt, and you just blend it and let it sit until until it blend infuse with the um, with the vinegars and that salt. It tastes so good with pupusa. So yesterday I made rice flour pupusa. Typically, it's popular for corn corn dough or corn tortillas for pupusa. But yesterday, the way I blend the flour was like the first time that I didn't have a hard time of making pupusa normally. And that because today I used a roller instead of like the pat, like the traditional, like the native people do. I saw, my sister-in-law, she like pat, and like, like a lot of handwork, a lot of slapping, a lot of touching, a lot of massaging, a lot of knitting. But I did a lot of knitting on the dough, and the dough turned out really well. I used about 4 cups of corn flours. I produced about 20 pupusa. So I served how many people? My daughter and her boyfriend 2, Stone and Lucy 4, and then my son 5, and me 6 people. So it was a good size of pupusa. I made out of ground beef. You can make pupusa filling with. I tried the shrimps. It was delicious. I tried the cheese and spinach. Oh, that's one of Stone's favorite cheese and spinach pupusa. He loves it. He loved that that vegetable part. He doesn't enjoy a lot of vegetable, but spinach and cheese pupusa is like, he just like, give me more, put more spinach. So I spent like 3-4 pounds of spinach making pupusa last time. Cause spinach, like big bunch like this, and then when you cook it down, you have like a cup worth of it. When you cook down the spinach, it doesn't, it, it, it had a smaller result. So, but yesterday I had beef pupusa. It was good. The first time I had beef pupusa, I used to make turkey pupusa, shrimps, chicken, pork, cheese, and spinach. And I think you can do you can do tofu too if you like. It's a lot of cheese. I put the mixed cheese, the 3 cheese, the cheddars, the American cheese, and with probably Kobe Jack, and then no, and then mozzarella. So at least 4 cheese. Typically, I heavy on mozzarella because I like that. Like when you open up the the warm pulsa, you still have that string of cheese. It tastes so good. So you have to try it. Okay, I think I already include the recipe onto my proposal live streaming yesterday. I went online yesterday and I plug in all the ingredients for the amount that was serving because I still have a lot of fillings. I'm gonna make some more dough and cook it for the grandkids because the grandkids didn't get to eat because my son ate it all. And so when I'm done with everything else today, I'm gonna finish up the proposal. And I did guacamole, very simple. It's just 2 guacamole per 2 tablespoons of sour creams, and if you want to add garlic, onions, and peppers, and whatever you could. It was simple. I just do a dash of salt, dash of sugars, and 2, sorry, bug, 2 ripened large avocados, and just whip it up, and that served very well with pupusa. And the pickles, it just goes so well together. I mean, there's a word for the pickles in else in Salvadorian, but I was just glad is that we have that common of making the same, almost the same basic ingredient with the Cambodian. I don't know, maybe Cambodian borrowed from El Salvador. I don't know. We just that was same basic thing, you know. I mean, but Cambodian like to put their fish sauce in their fermented or pickles cabbage. Okay, so the cabbage itself, it won't be great until you add some beautiful color. You can add oh yeah, I dice some garlic and throw it in there, fresh garlic, and oh, it was like so good. It tastes better when it sit in the fridge overnight, and I made it for about 2 hours, and I served. Well, not too bad, you know. I mean, it's already been blended really well into the vinegar. It has sweet and sour. I like my sweet and sour, and uh, I do this time a low sweet, but the sourness, it had to come in. You got to taste that fermentation, the vinegar, you know, or vinaigrette, and whatever you prefer is fine. So yesterday was a fun recipe. I enjoy cooking pupusa. When I first started it, I learned that from my former sister-in-law. She's from El Salvador. She was living with us for almost a year, and while she was living with us, she moved from Texas with my brother-in-law. They weren't married at the time, so she was showing us how to make some of the El Salvadorian dishes, and then pupusa was one of them because it's so easy, almost like making, you know, what do you call it, the pizza pocket. It was that easy, you know. So all right, I'm done with my content today. I may be back here cooking, but I still have the pupusa to cook, and I don't want to be on here cooking the same thing. But I have a few things to do before the day is over. So hopefully I still have baby blanket to finish. I still have those garum dual to finish, because those will be something that I will be part of the gift to some of my royal follower and fan that I promised before that I'll do. So, but I started the baby Afghan, so it got about that big already. I finished half of the big spool of yarn. So last night I was working on it while I was waiting for the photo for the video to upload it. Sometimes it takes a few minutes if it depends on how large the videos are. Sometimes if the large videos, and it take a few more minutes, 5-6 minutes. So in between, so I crochet. So that worked well, you know. I mean, it's time worth spending. Anyway, I'll leave you be where you at. If in the morning or night for you, then hope that all is well. If you're affected by the tribulation, by the adversary, with the natural catastrophe, I pray that you will be well, and that everybody be safe, and that you will get help, and that the help will come to you, and that you'll be on the high ground. Pray that the Lord will bless to remove the water so that you can go home. If you're afflicted by war, by border contentions, is that the Lord will bring peace into the land, to the borders, that people can have a normal life. If they struggle with the government, if they rally, if they protest, and may their wish, may their desire for peace, for justice, for humanity, for good life, that all that will come through. And prayer is powerful things, and I do that all the times. And wish all of you a good day, good evening where you at until we see each other again. With love and peace. Thank you. Have a good day, Cece. thank you for being on there. Thank you. You know, it's I think that it's important that we notice that we recognize our skill, recognize our gift. If we don't use it, we'll lose it, and it's a blessing that we utilize our skill for the right kind of purpose. Okay. So thank you, Cece. You have a great day. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend, beautiful lady. Thank you so much for being here for me. I appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Thank you.